Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Please, like the video and share your thoughts. In the comments, your feedback helps make the content better. The travel agent smiled as she slid the tickets across the counter. Your wife said this was very important. She wanted to make sure you'd be out of town that week. Her words lodged in my throat like shards of glass. I smiled back, automatic, mechanical, thanked her, and walked out without taking a full breath. The envelope felt heavy in my hands, like evidence I hadn't asked for. That night, my wife poured me wine, kissed my cheek, and told me I deserved a break. "You've been so stressed," she whispered. "Just go. Disconnect for once." Her smile stayed steady, but her eyes trembled. Something inside me tightened, not panic, not anger, but a slow, quiet suspicion that didn't belong just to that moment, but to everything before it. The late meetings, the half-locked phone, the perfume she'd begun wearing just to buy groceries. I told her I'd go. I told her I'd love it. But when she fell asleep, I canceled the flight. And I waited. The morning of the trip, I packed my suitcase, drove to the airport, parked in long-term, and took a cab straight back home. By noon, I was in the attic. From the narrow vent above our bedroom, I could see almost everything. She came in at 2:17, still in her robe. Phone pressed her ear. Her voice dropped to a tone I hadn't heard in years. Low, soft, intimate. I couldn't catch every word, but I heard one that mattered. When she hung up, she started cleaning. Not her usual hurried way, but slow, deliberate, like she was preparing for something. At 4:00, she changed into the black dress I'd bought her for our 10th anniversary. The one she said made her feel like a liar because it looked too good for me. When the doorbell rang, she didn't hesitate. He walked in like he'd done it before. A man I knew, someone I used to call friend. I didn't move. I barely breathed. The attic was dry, dark, filled with insulation dust. Every creak of the floorboards below sliced through me. They sat on the couch, drinking wine, the same bottle she'd opened for me the night before. Their laughter sounded like it belonged to strangers. When she leaned against him, something inside me quietly broke. Not violently, just broke. I stayed there for hours, listening, memorizing, not to fuel rage, but to sharpen precision. By the time the sun went down, I knew exactly what I would do. Not scream, not fight, record, watch, collect. I'd already installed cameras weeks earlier, after her late-night calls began. I told myself it was paranoia. It wasn't. When he left, she sat at the table, smiling, scrolling through her phone. She typed something to me. "Hope you're having fun in Europe." I read it from the attic, where the Wi-Fi still reached. I didn't reply. For 3 days, I stayed hidden, slipping out early, returning through the side gate. She believed I was overseas. She didn't even bother locking the doors. By the 4th night, I had everything. Recordings, photos, messages. She wasn't just cheating. She was selling the house. My signature forged on documents. Money quietly moved. She was liquidating everything while I was supposed to be gone. It wasn't love she was chasing. It was profit, and the man wasn't her future. He was her partner in it. When I walked into our bedroom that night, she froze. Her wine glass fell, spilling red across the carpet. "I thought your flight." "I missed it," I said. Silence. I placed my phone on the table and pressed play. Her voice filled the room. Her eyes flickered. Fear, calculation, then something close to regret. But I didn't need her excuses anymore. I already had the truth. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I handed her a manila envelope. Copies of everything. Signed, dated, notarized. "The originals are with your lawyer," I said. And his wife. She whispered my name like it still meant something. But she didn't cry. She knew tears wouldn't work on me anymore. "I didn't want to hurt you," she said softly. I looked at her, really looked. "You already did." She reached for me. I stepped back, calm, detached. It wasn't anger that filled me. It was clarity, closure. I'd already called the bank, changed the locks, moved what was left. She'd wake the next morning with nothing but the lies she'd built around herself. The house feels cleaner now. Still, her perfume lingers faintly in the hallway, fading a little more each day. I don't rush to erase it. It's a reminder. Sometimes I wonder she still tells herself a version of the story where she's the victim. Maybe that helps her sleep. I sleep just fine. I don't think about forgiveness. I think about silence, the kind that follows truth when it's too sharp to ignore. Last night, she called once. I didn't answer. I just listened to the voicemail. It ended with her saying, "You didn't have to do this." She's wrong. I did. Some people build love out of lies. I built my peace from their ruins.